What is going on, everybody? TubeUp29 back in the lounge yet again. Make sure to kick back, relax, and grab some snacks. We got another character preview, but this time it is not a real preview. It is a revamp gameplay video, and as you can tell, Aleister Black Technician has got himself a revamp. Still the same old Aleister Black, no new trainer, no new gear, no new links, no new anything except for, well, all of his moves. All of his moves are brand new. So still the same old green, black, and blue. You probably have this guy on your account already. If you don't, you will get him this month just for simply playing the game. So here's a video that you can look forward to. So the Black Mass, finisher 3 million damage, 35 random gems into botch gems, octopus hold, 7 MP black sub, 9 gems into green subs, 500k for 3 turns, and all the remaining subs turn into 2 turn countdown gems that deal 100k each and then increase your blue MP by 7. A blue move that is 6 MP, 400k damage, swap a 1x7 area into black gems. Green 2 is a 300k and increase your blue MP by 7 move, which is also a reversal. If your opponent generates trap gems, deal 2 mil, convert all the traps into botch, and steal the turn. The spinning back roundhouse kick, 350k, make a 3x3 into multi of strength 6, and then a 350k and choose a 3x3 area to turn into green gems. A 1 MP blue move, 460k, and 1.5 million bleed damage to your opponent for 2 turns. That is the roundhouse kick. The big boot, 1 MP, 400k, steal up to 10 MP from each of your opponent's blue moves. And the 6-star jumping high knee, 6 MP black move, 400k, choose 9 gems to make it to green. If your opponent is a powerhouse, deal another million damage. Choose 4 gems to turn into 2 turn Juggernaut gems that will increase your green move damage by 50% for 1 turn and increase your black MP by 7 at the end of the Juggernaut. So, it's a little weird, to put it kindly. I think a lot of people are sitting here saying this is the worst revamped character that we've ever had. I can't tell you if that's the case or not. I don't think that he's great, but is he usable? Yeah, he's usable. I'm kind of let down by both Aleister Blacks, honestly, but you'll find a way to make it work. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out a couple of his movesets, see what we can do. Alright, so our first moveset is going to be blue, black, and blue. The bleed move, the sub, and the 1x7 into black gems. The sub, yes, chooses green gems, but the countdowns remaining will give us that blue MP reload afterwards. And the entourage for this one, we're using bleed damage, blue MP, Santa for MP, and more bleed from Ray Phoenix. So we're up 300% on our bleed. It's 6 million bleed for 2 turns. And we're just going to kind of loop around the sub. No strap for this one, none needed for that particular case, which I think that's a benefit in some situations that you don't need a strap, metal, skill plates, etc. That being said, it's not going to go over super quick. So there's your bleed, which will trigger for 6 million damage for 2 turns. We're going to make our 1x7 area into black gems. If you're feeling frisky, you can go ahead and swipe here because you get this bleed move again, loaded on 1 MP. So there you have it. And what the goal is here is you want to leave behind as many sub gems as possible. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to make a 3-match just because. And you'll notice that the bleed triggers, obviously, during each of the sub turns. Now here's the downside. There is an entire down turn of nothing going on. So you can hit the bleed again because it's only 1 MP, but you have to swipe on this turn. Nothing else will happen. He's going to get his swipes, and as long as you have 1 countdown, you will get all of your blue MP back, so we can hit him with the bleed yet again. And now we can go ahead and use our 1x7. Unfortunately, that is going to pin here, but he's going to keep taking all that bleed damage. As you can see, unfortunately, his turn has started because we don't really skip his turn or anything like that. So not really like a huge fan of this moveset, but it is a moveset that does technically work. So there you go. There's another 6 mil. And we're just going to go ahead and put down all of these sub gems on the green gems so we don't have to worry about cascading. And 2 more turns of bleed will fully drain him. So is it quick? No. Does it work? Yeah. Does it always work? Probably not. But there you go. That's one moveset. Let's see what else we can do. Alright, so for moveset number 2, we brought in 2 new moves. We got the leg sweep, which is a 5 MP, increase your blue MP by 7, and the reversal on the trap gems. We're keeping in the Shining Wizard for the 1x7 area into black gems. And we brought in the spinning back roundhouse, make a 3x3 random area into multi of strength 6, and then choose a 3x3 to turn into green gems. So the entourage for this one, we're starting out with green MP. The green will fill the blue will fill the black, and the black will refill the green. We also have some multi-gem trainers and coaches here, as well as Chelsea Green Zombie for some green gem damage and multi-gem damage. We got the standard 150 and Fury 3s on here. No real need for skill plates. I don't know if the Ministry Business type of skill plate will work on him or not. Not something I'm stressed over. Gonna go ahead and max out his levels here just so that we can see the amount of damage that he can do at the maximum level. So, let's start out with our gain MP move. There you have it. Let's also go ahead and find an area that we can make a 1x7 on. This looks okay. So there's our 1x7. Boom. And now we make a random 3x3 area, and we're going to turn all those into green gems. So those were times 13s. Did about 42 mil before reduction. So let's just average it about 40 mil. It's not great. It's not horrible, but it's not great. Let's see what else we can do. Alright, now for the final moveset, it can be run one of 2 ways, either defense or move damage. So, the jumping high knee, choose 9 green gems, and hardcore move, if you fight a powerhouse, you will generate those juggernauts that give you green move damage, as well as black MP at the end of your turn. We'll check out what that's going to look like after this. The other way is defense with just making as many botch gems as you possibly can. The bleed move is in here just because it helps you deal another 3 million damage on bleed. The other option is that you could put the big boot in here instead with a sheet plate to trigger the additional move damage on the finisher. The finisher is 3 mil, so it's essentially the same thing. And there is no current counter to someone that, or reversal to someone that tries to steal your MP. So I don't, to my knowledge, I don't think that that counts against someone that's filling MP. So we'll stick with that for now. And you can trigger it twice. You can go 1 and then choose and then 1, right? So you can check that out. But the entourage for this one, for this go around, is going to be botch gems. So this would be your defense setup instead of your move damage setup. So you're going to hit the steal, the choose, the steal again, and then turn the entire board to a -2 gems into botch gems. That is essentially all the entourage is here. Black MP to start, and then botch generation. So pretty straightforward stuff there. As you saw on the strap earlier, just put the sheet plate on them. 150 move and 100% from the takedown 3s that we're going up against. And we also have Big Papa Pump, who's a powerhouse. So we'll check out what that looks like moving forward with the move damage setup instead. So for starters, we can hit our MP steal move. That'll trigger our sheet plate once, and then we can try to generate just enough on the... Oh, these are the juggernauts. My apologies. We're not putting the juggernauts down. We're going to go ahead and generate just enough on the green choose, which will be 3-3 matches, or a 6 and a 3, without cascading, obviously, is a bit of a task. You hit the MP steal again, and that has given you not 1 but 2 triggers of the sheet plate, and you'll notice that your finisher is at about 25 mil, but you're going to turn practically the entire board into botch gems to hopefully prevent your opponent from kicking out. You can see there are still some gems on the board that he can match, but not many of them. So that's the first way of running this moveset. I kind of like, and you could use that against anybody. Doesn't have to be a powerhouse. I kind of like the second way that you can run it, which is only against a powerhouse. So what we're going to actually do is we're going to swap out the botch gems for some finisher damage. So give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, so we brought in Gooker for 75 on all moves, and we brought in Doink, who's 75 for all green moves and 75 for finishers, so it's actually better than just the typical finisher. And we kept everything else the same, exactly the same. So now what we're going to do is we're going to check this out against Big Papa Pump, but for real this time with this setup. So long story short, it's going to be pretty strong to my understanding. So we're going to hit our first move, trigger the Sheik Plate once. We're going to go ahead and hit a 3-match and set up a 5-match to swipe. Oh, sorry, those are the jugs. I keep forgetting those go first. So we're going to put the jugs down first. Let's actually make our swipeable 5-match here, and let's make a 3-match here. Let's go like this. So there's our 3-match. We get to trigger our Sheik Plate again with that move. And then it depends what you're feeling lucky with, whether you swipe here and hopefully don't cascade, or swipe there and hopefully don't cascade. So the Sheik Plate, as I'm sure most of you probably remember, lasts for 2 turns. So that swipe counts as our first turn. Our big boot is now up to 13 mil. That'll be our 3rd Sheik Plate trigger. And each of these juggernauts just gave us 50% green move damage apiece. So now our Black Mass finisher is at 104 million damage and turns 35 gems on the board into botch gems. And then not to worry, if they do kick out, your Juggernauts will give you your Black MP back so that you can rinse and repeat that moveset. To me, that's the winning moveset. So there you have it. That's Aleister Black, the root of all evil. Good against powerhouses, not really great against much else. Really weirdly similar type of thing as the Showboat Aleister Black. They're kind of only good for one thing. This one's good against powerhouses. The other one's really only good with one move in a certain situation. I don't know. I feel like they kind of leave a lot to be desired. If there's an Aleister CSS in the future, you might want to use this guy with the botch gems instead of the other one that you get on the month. Or if you're just trying to get an easy win on the month or in the future with a Showboat that you just don't want to be bothered using any moves, he's got the 1-button move. But anyway, enough of me yapping. That's it for this one. If you liked the video, make sure to like the video. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and the bell to keep notified for all the continued content that I will keep on posting out there. Share with all your friends that want to know what the root of all evil looks like post-revamp, and leave some comments below. Let me know if you thought that I might have missed a moveset. Let me know if you're interested in playing some root of all evil yourself, because you will also be getting him this month. And good luck to everybody out there who's hopefully going to get a 6-star gold of him. But that's it for me. So until next time, y'all, have a good one. Bye.